So today we've got the Ride1Up REVV back out here to be able to do a range and hill test for you guys. Now in my previous range videos, I usually go through all pedal assist levels to be able to give you guys the best representation of what to expect out of your battery pack. But you know, this isn't a bike that you would actually find yourself pedaling. It's not going to be ergonomically friendly or fun to pedal as a bike. So with that being said, you're going to find yourself in pedal assist level 5, fully ripping it in full throttle mode the entire time. So that's what today's video is going to be about. What to expect, full throttle, pedal assist level 5 on a flat terrain like this. That's what we're going to get into right now. So with that being said, this 52 volt, 20 amp hour battery pack is going to be put to the test, and then we're going to be doing some hill tests. So let's get on the trail. As you see, we're in assist level 5, full battery. Let's go. Now I do want to note that the app that I'm using is called Bike GPS. This will allow us to see the accuracy of the speed and the distance of the ride. The REV1 has a range of 30 to 60 miles as a class 2, 20 mile per hour bike, and that will depend on your overall weight, power level, and terrain that you're on. As I said before, this bike is unlocked, and I'm doing this test in power level 5 on a flat paved trail, and I weigh 184 pounds. If you're looking to unlock the bike, you'll need to contact Ride1Up and they'll verify your purchase as well as give you a reminder of how the bike will feel going from class 2 to unlocked. After that, they'll send you a step-by-step guide unlocking the bike and walking you through the process, and you'll be good to go. I noted before in my full review that this bike was really comfortable to ride. That's because the CST tires, the plush seat, and the full adjustable suspension front and rear. Now the hardtail does come with front suspension and the same exact tires, but it will have a different front suspension compared to the full suspension model I'm riding here today. These are just a couple of things I think you should note to keep in mind when you're making your purchase between the hardtail and the full suspension. All right, so we're at the halfway point of the ride with 13.8 miles on the Bike GPS and 2 battery pellets left on the display. I did power the display off and then power it back on. Now it says there's 4 battery pellets. I'm gonna trust that there's only 2, because as soon as I get ripping back on this bad boy, it's gonna drop back down. So with that being said, this is a very flat trail. So far the ride has been very comfortable, but I do wish that there was some type of cruise control on this bike just to make it a lot easier for this entire, experiment that we're doing right now. One thing I guess you can take away from this experiment would be the fact that if you're in pedal assist level 1 through 4 and you're just cruising, you'll be getting a lot better range than this. Remember, I'm just full ripping this entire range test on throttle only, and my average top speed I believe was like 35 miles per hour, and my average speed in general was 26 miles per hour. So far, this has actually been pretty good. Let's get it ripping back right now, see what the overall range of this will be, and then we'll charge the bike back up and do a hill test. So 16.6 miles later, we're back here where it all started, with a top speed of over 35 miles per hour, an average speed over 26 miles per hour, and 2 battery pellets still left on the display. The same 2 battery pellets that were left on the display at the halfway point are here at the end. So with that being said, are you going to be able to achieve that 36 miles of range? Yeah, if you're conservative in that pedal assist level 1 and 2, I do believe you'll be able to get that 60 miles of range. But the bike's just not that fun when you're cruising at such a low speed. It's just meant to go fast. So I want to be in pedal assist level 5, throttle only, and I think we'll be able to achieve at the end of the day, if we were to run this thing depleted out, I think you'll get 30 miles of range. I do think it's worth noting that this section of the bike, you're able to mount a secondary battery. Now, will you be able to tie it into the controller to be able to use as a dual battery? That I don't know yet. We'll have to dive further into that in a later video, but you can mount a secondary battery there, so you can have basically endless range when it comes to a ride. 16.6 miles of range is not bad, especially in the headwind that we have here today. It's a flat path, pretty easy to ride, so do take that in consideration. Let's charge this bike fully back up right now and get back out on the trail and find some steep hills to do this hill test. So during the time of charging up the battery, it has gotten really windy and really cold. So take that in consideration when you're watching this test, that the cold does affect the power output of any electric bike out there. So with that being said, I brought you guys out here to the same double switchback hill that I use on all of my reviews to kind of give you guys the best representation, because I live in a not so hilly area, but this double switchback nature with a 14-degree incline will kind of give you guys a good representation of what to expect, because each switchback, you basically have to come to a complete stop and then start over again. Now this does have 5 pedal assist levels, which I'm going to call them 5 power levels because I'm not going to be pedaling at all, and 90 Newton meters of torque. I'm going to be going through all 5 power levels. Let's get to it. Bring the pedal assist level down to level 1. And here we go. Level 2, full throttle. Let's go. All right, so now we're in pedal assist level 3, and I do want to say that there is a gradual uptick per level that I get into that I can feel the torque. Pedal assist level 4. All right, the final level, assist number 5. Let's get it done. So is the Ride1Up REVV a hill killer? The answer to that is no. It's not a killer. I would say like an Aero Rider Grizzly is a hill killer. This, I think, tackles the hills very well. When it comes down to each power mode, I could feel an uptick per power mode with the torque for sure. And these double switchbacks definitely put this thing to the test, because every time you come basically to a complete stop, it's got to start back over again. There's a little bit of lag in the throttle at the very beginning each time. So with that being said, I'm going to be doing a build series with this guy, as well as a new series on my channel I'm going to be announcing very soon that I want you guys to be a part of. So if you guys are looking to purchase a Ride1Up REVV, click the link in the description below, and also check out my full review of the bike. So with that being said, if there's any other suggestions for future videos you want to see on the channel, put them in the comments below. If you guys like this video, drop a like. If you love it, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one.